Greetings, Zombie Slayers, Slippy Jim here. Welcome back to my solo high round strategy guide for the Black Ops 3 Zombies map, Revelations. So we are at round 33 here, nearly at the point where we're fully set up, but we've just got a couple of extra things that we have to do before we can start kicking back and just getting through the rounds as quick as possible. And one of those things is we're still working on unlocking the Shadow Mask, so we just need to get a few final kills for that Easter egg within the belly of the beast, and then we'll be able to pick that up from the Kino stage area. Also, I'm going to be looking at getting the final perk that we have to get the complete set for this map, which is Electric Cherry. And we can actually get that in a different way than we've been getting the other perks, so we'll get to that shortly. Right now, I'm just looking around for the mystery box so that we can hit that and try and get the Thunder Gun. Now that we've got Mule Kick, we can hang on to both wonder weapons as well as a third weapon for taking out panzers. But just before that, I do that, I decided to come down to the stage and just have a look around, check out the mannequins and see if you've unlocked any additional hats down here. Sometimes there's so many different hats and masks and helmets and things like that in this map with so many different ways to unlock them that it's a little bit hard to keep track of if you've accidentally unlocked one, or you know, if you've got one that you can swap out for and stuff like that. So sometimes I'll just check out the stage and have a look around and make sure that I'm not overlooking one that I've already unlocked. Anyhow, we're just looking around for the box, so we'll hit that a few times. I've got quite a few points here, 19,000 points to spend, so we might as well try and get the Thunder Gun, and then we'd be looking at pack punching that as well after we get it. But yeah, the mystery box is located right here in the cafeteria area of Mob of the Dead. So we'll hit this a few times, see how lucky we get at this stage of the game. But yeah, as I said before, going for the Shadow Mask is really the slow way. Ultimately, if you were to be going for a serious record-breaking high round or something like that in any map, the key to actually breaking the world records these days is to find the fastest possible strategy and setup to get yourself through those rounds, because of the fact that people these days get to such high rounds that it's really not so much about surviving the rounds as it is about doing it so fast that you get to the highest round possible before the game crashes. It's pretty crazy. Like, pretty much, there's a point at which the consoles just crap out, and or even the PC actually, for that matter. I've had that happen both on PC and console, where you'll get one error message or another, and the game will just give you basically a black screen most of the time, or it will just go back to like the frozen forest and it'll be game over. So what I'm trying to say is you really want to find a strategy that's as fast as possible to get to the high rounds. So but for the average player, you know, that's not in that 0.0001% that's going for a world record, and you just want to beat your personal best or whatever, the best way to do that and the most safe way to feel like a zombie god is to get the Shadow Mask in this map. But just keep in mind that you can get away with the Keeper hat quite comfortably, or even without it, to be honest, in this map, and get through the rounds pretty quickly. Like, you can actually get to round 100 in about 4 hours in this map, or less, slightly less than that. So yeah, that's just sort of an overview of you know, what to keep in mind when you're looking for a strategy, I guess, the speed or the safety side of things. Anyway, we're back in Narked here. So one of the challenges that I've actually completed here for this tombstone is the kill one of each elemental Magua challenge. And that bottom challenge actually gives you a free perk. Not just a perk bottle, but a free perk. So that is our final perk. We now have all 8 perks in the map, which is pretty awesome. I really like Electric Cherry as well. I'm just going to get the zombie to smash my shield so I can get a nice fresh one here. Why not? It's always good to have a nice fresh shield for when you're going to go back into the belly of the beast and start killing serious zombies. So that's what we'll be doing next. I've got this M1927. yeah, it's pretty weak now at round 33, 34, so we might have to pack punch that if we can't get something better at some point. But I'm just waiting on the Gobblegum machine here as well. At this point, we really don't need an unquenchable. What we want is either Fear in the Headlights for killing the panzers, or Alchemical Antithesis, which is what I got. I also have the cashback that could have come in handy. But yeah, so we're back in the belly of the beast, and we're going to be trying to finish off those final kills for the Shadow Mask. Yeah, so it's just basically business as usual. We've got so many tools here to kill loads of zombies really easily. It's just that there's a panzer right here already. So we're going to try and take him out. I'm going to chuck out some little Arnies, so we're protected from the regular zombies. See if we can take out his mask this time round. So we did take out his mask there as well. I was trying to go for the double on him with the power core as well. But you'll notice that the mist isn't actually out right now, so it's not going to count towards the Shadow Mask. The Shadow Mask steps, but never mind. I'm sure there'll be more panzers to come. And actually, now that I think about it, now that I look back at this game, I actually had a different kind of enemy that I had to kill at this point, rather than the panzers. I already got the panzer kill that I needed, I'm pretty sure, by this point when we killed it the other time. But what I actually end up, this is a little bit of a spoiler, guys, but what I actually end up needing to kill is more spiders. Spiders only spawn like every other round, I think, in the beast here. So, and there's not that many of them. So, yeah, turned out I need to kill more of those guys, which I didn't realize. Otherwise, we probably could have done this a little bit earlier. But it's, you know, you live and you learn. There we go. We get a few spiders here. But you have to kill a decent amount of them still. You know, around 20 spiders, and you don't get that many of them compared to the zombies. So yeah, it's just basically zombie killing time right now. And the spiders aren't that big of a threat in this map. Like, they do have that ranged attack with that web stuff that they spit, but that's not that damaging, and it's fairly easy to avoid if you keep moving. The trouble is that they don't really get sucked up very easily in the black holes, or killed by the monkey bombs either, so they're a little bit of a pain to kill. Plus, when they're in that acid stuff, they're a little bit hard to spot as well, because it's almost the same depth as their height, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we've got the DG4s here, we've got the Esdumoth, we've got you know, the pack-punched Haymaker with dead wire on it. So we're not hurting for weaponry here. We got the little Arnies. I've even got shock charges, not that they're much use. You know, overall, I'm really disappointed in the shock charges that they put in this map. They should have really buffed the damage that they do, so that they were equivalent to the old Bettys that we used to have. Or even the Claymores were pretty decent. Like, you could take out a whole bunch of zombies with a Claymore back in the Black Ops days. But the shock, they're not really shock charges, are they? You know, you guys know what I mean. The what are those things even called? Mental blank. Oh well, we get a max ammo here.
Time to celebrate. Give me something to shoot.
Yeah, they're pretty good in multiplayer, but in zombies they're just useless. So far we haven't found any sort of like equivalent of the spider bite or anything like that. Maybe there is something like that in this map, which we haven't found yet, because there's a few things that people have talked about that sort of point towards it. It'd be pretty cool if we found something like that, but so far no one has. So yeah, we've got a few more points built up here, so I might as well head over and try and find the box again and try and hit the box, even mid-round. Like, it's not too dangerous to do that if you have the Esdumoth. You can pretty much just shoot one shot of that, suck up the zombies while you're hitting the box, circle back round, rinse and repeat, whip out the DG4s if you need to, chuck an Arnie every now and then. But you know what? I kind of like that there's so many OP weapons, because I've always said, even before like Black Ops 3 came out, I would prefer there to be super OP weapons and just a really difficult map where you have to actually use them to survive, than have like really crappy weapons and an easy to train map. I think I started like saying that around the time of the Exo Zombies, because the Exo Zombies had that really stupid upgrade system with the guns. It was so ridiculous. Like, I don't know why they thought that would be fun, but it just wasn't. It was just the lamest thing ever, like compared to the Pack-a-Punch and how awesome that is. But even so, like even in Black Ops 3 Zombies, and it's just a minor little thing, but I wish that they'd made a few more unique functions that happen to the weapons when you Pack-a-Punch them, because most of them, they just get like a little bit of extra damage, and then you can double Pack-a-Punch for the same old, you know, Dead Wire or Thunderwall or whatever, those alternate ammos. But I kind of like the fact that, especially if you go back and look at World at War, those early guns, when you Pack-a-Punch them, they had a lot of unique abilities that was kind of good. It was kind of good to like Pack-a-Punch a weapon for the first time and be like, oh, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this does now. You know what I mean? Like whether it has explosive rounds all of a sudden, or goes from being semi-automatic to fully automatic, or you know, whatever the case might be, like the crossbow with the pretty cool effects that got. Rather than just a power upgrade and like then the alternate ammo system. Anyway, we are going to hit the box a few times here and see what we get. But main thing I want to try and get out of the box now is the Thunder Gun, and then pretty much our weapons will be complete once we Pack-a-Punch that. But you guys have already seen what kind of luck I've been having with the mystery box in this game. Pretty bad luck, actually. So I keep getting the wrong thing here. So I'll keep hitting the box till we run out of points, and then we'll rinse and repeat. We'll get it eventually. It's just a matter of time. But I am really glad that they put the Thunder Gun in this final map, because it is my all-time favorite wonder weapon. Probably not the best all-time wonder weapon, like compared to the Esdumoth in this map. It's not as good, but it's still like a classic, like from Ascension, another of my all-time favorite maps. Kino, you know, it was a classic Black Ops wonder weapon, the Thunder Gun. And we finally get it here. We finally get it. So I get rid of the Dingo. The Dingo being an awesome weapon. One of the best LMGs we've had in Zombies. And we are just about ready to rock and roll here. So I'm going to get the zombie to smash my zombie shield, and we're going to start heading back to the Beast to get those final few kills. At which point, when we unlock that Shadow Mask, we will be pretty much ready to go with the high rounds, getting through the rounds as quick as we can, and destroying the zombie hordes with our arsenal. So it's always a good point to get to, especially if you've had a really long setup, as I've had in this map for one reason or another. So I don't have quite enough points to Pack-a-Punch the Thunder Gun, but that's fine. We'll get them fairly quickly here, probably with one shot of the Esdumoth as soon as the next round starts. Now at this point, what I was sort of thinking, what was going through my head at this point in the game, if you're wondering, which I'm sure you're not, but basically I was like, you know what, I don't know if I want to keep just pushing through the rounds to try and get these panzers to spawn in. What I could do is like just be patient and wait, because they'll spawn in eventually anyway, if I wait long enough here, even if I'm not killing, if I don't kill the final zombie. But As always, not being the most patient of persons, I like pretty much gave up on that idea pretty quickly here. So I'm like trying my best to be patient and to wait, but then I run out of patience and decide to kill the final zombie here. If you're wondering why I'm just wandering around here right now. So there it is. There goes the final zombie. Wasted a fair bit of ammo there, but it doesn't really matter because I'm going to be pack-punching this thing super fast anyway. So that's fine. And yeah. Wouldn't have been cool if we'd been able to put some extra elemental effects on these wonder weapons as well. That would have been pretty cool. Not that they need it, but, you know, just for kicks. This green camo that I have on the Estimorph right now, it's probably the most authentically squid-looking, disgusting creature style of camo. But I prefer the blue, the dark blue one. I think that's the most attractive looking pack-punch camo in this map. And I get the green on the Zeus cannon as well. I don't know why they did a slight redesign of the look of the Thunder Gun, and we get an elemental Magua spawning in there. That was right on top of me there. I think there's another Magua that spawns in as well, so we have two Maguas to deal with. But I do have the weaponry. Pretty much no excuse here to get into trouble with these guys, because we got the Pack-a-Punch Thunder Gun, we've got the Estimorph, we've got monkeys, we've got, you know, we got everything here. So it's all good. And I think I took that one out. It's pretty cool that they gave them the same or similar effects to the bows in Der Eisendrache. Although I don't think that there's a lightning one, is there? Is there a lightning Magua? Don't think there is. There's a fire one, there's like the void one. There's the normal one. I think that's about it. So, yeah, anyway, we took them out prior to there being any yellow mist, so, but at this point I'm pretty sure I don't need Magua kills, so it's all good. And we're going to have another Apothicon round here, so we're going to max ammo out of this. Not that we really need it at this point, but that's fine. This round should go fairly quickly. The very first time I had the second Apothicon round in the game, where you get all the Furies attacking, it was pretty awesome actually. I didn't expect there to be that many of them spawn in at once. It's pretty crazy, but I mean, by that point in the game, by the time you get the second wave of them, because the first time you get them, you only get the parasites, but the second time you get all the Furies and the Keepers and that, as you know. But by that time, you should theoretically have some decent weapons to take him out. And if not, you can use your shield. I've actually got to the point where I've got to like a pretty high round, and one time I got to, it was something like round 70 or something like that on this map, and I was completely out of ammo in all three weapons. And I had one of these rounds where you got the Apothicons attacking, and so what I had to do is, because I couldn't get the Gobble Gun for any ammo or anything either, but I had to use the shield to get through the entire round. So obviously you have the shield blast, which takes out a bunch of them, but then even more spawn in, and what I had to do was like stand in narked in the doorway in between where the shield is and Jug is, and just kind of shield bash them all as they try to come through that door. And then when the shield snaps, pick up another one, do the 3 blasts, and then just shield bash them and just rinse and repeat that to get through the round. That was like desperation stakes, but I managed to survive. So we get the max ammo there, which is obviously good at the end of the Apothicon round. Now we just got to get through another round here. You'll be happy to know that we are very, very close right now to unlocking the Shadow Mask. We're only really another round or so away from it at this point in the game. I think I just have to wait until the next spider round, if I recall correctly, get some extra spider kills. So that'll be a relief, because it'll mean we are completely set up and we are ready to go. And that's when I'll be showing you guys like the main strategy for post setup. That'll get you to some super high rounds in this map. As far as this actual map goes in terms of being a good map or not, I'd be interested to hear you guys' thoughts on how much you like or dislike this map and for what reasons. Personally, I like this map pretty much straight away. Obviously, it borrows a lot of map layouts from all of the different maps that we've had through the ages. But I don't mind that, because it gives a lot of variety to the map, and there's just so many teleporters and stuff like that in the map. Some of the other maps, like, even though they're awesome maps, I did find the look of them to be a bit sameish, even though they were huge maps. Wherever you went, they look kind of similar. But this map has got a lot of variety to it. And I think what Treyarch were trying to go for with this map is they were trying to go for the sentimental tribute, paying respects to some of the other classic maps. I mean, there's a few notable exclusions, like Moon, for instance, which is such a classic map, Ascension, but all of the other ones are in here. Like, there's even like the bucket from Zetsubou No Shima, you know, and the flogger from Shino Numa. So some of those, even if they didn't actually have the structure of some of those maps, they had some little nods towards those maps, which I thought was really cool, and kind of a sweet tribute to some of the classic maps we've enjoyed over the years. So I think that's pretty cool, and I think overall it's a pretty good map. I don't mind an easy map every now and then either, so that's fine with me. And there's I mean, there's some annoyances like having the Panzers and the Magwas. I mean, I guess they kind of had to do that because this map's layout was so easy, what with the weapons and everything. But yeah, I'm fine with that. And overall, I think this is a really good map. Probably Der Eisendrache was one of the best maps in Black Ops 3 Zombies. I don't think there'd be too much argument there. A lot of people didn't really like Zetsubou No Shima. Personally, that would probably be one of my least favorite ones as well. Simply because of the hassle of having to do all the gardening all the time. I mean, it was very unique. I like that factor to it, but it got a little bit annoying to have to like keep a zombie every single round if you were trying to get the plants growing the best possible way. But yeah, overall I think they've done a fantastic job with Black Ops 3 Zombies. I know a lot of people are obviously disappointed with the Easter egg cutscene for this one. But who knows, maybe we'll find something else that will, you know, maybe there is a super Easter egg. A lot of people talking about that. We'll have to wait and see on that. Otherwise, you know, the Easter eggs, I can take them or leave them a little bit. I just prefer to play the map and have fun killing zombies myself. So, it could have been done better, but maybe there's more to it than we actually think. We'll have to wait and see on that. And I'm sure there's more stuff that we'll discover still before we're finished with Black Ops 3 Zombies. Alright, so there's a lot of chaos going on here at the end of round 39. We got a lot of madness happening. We got Panzers, we got Magwas, we got everything going on here, but just trying to stay alive here and get the last few kills that I need for unlocking the Shadow Hat, but we are getting very close to that point right now. And they're going to chuck down the little Arnie so we can try and take out this Panzer here. You see how much, like these guys, their health scales and they get super hard to kill if, you know, once you get into the 40s. But we eventually did take him out, so that's fine. We got one zombie left. So guys, we might leave this episode here for today. Hope you're enjoying this series. Please remember to rate and comment. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Slippy Jim out.